sa lahat ulit. Ayun. Eto, ano tayo, motovlog ulit tayo. This time, ako ay pauwi ng Bulacan. Kasi ako, magpa-process ako ng aking mga requirements. NBI, police clearance. Hindi ko sure na kung kasama yung barangay clearance pero yeah, yun ang aking ipaprocess pag uwi this week. So ayun, pauwi tayo ng Bulacan ngayon. Hindi pa ako makapag fully commit sa pag-apply kasi committed na ako mag-apply. Ang dami ko nang sinendan and everything. The thing is, ang dami ko pang requirements na kailangang gawin. One thing is yung NBI, yun nga, police clearance. Tapos, ano pa ba? Yun, yung TOR ko. Tsaka, candidacy for graduation. Yun na lang naman. Yung grade kasi okay na lumabas na. Sabi ko nga last vlog natin, I'm just waiting for my certificate of candidacy for graduation. Yun na lang. And kapag nakuha ko na yun or na-credit na fully yung grades ko, then I think makaka-request na ako ng TOR ko na pwede ko magamit for application. Yun yung pinaka detrimental na kailangan makuha, the TOR. And kailangan released yun ng UST, hindi yun yung makuha mo sa internet. Kasi pwede ka na mag-print ng copy of grades sa internet dati. Grabe guys, parang 30 pesos per print yung ginagawa. 30 pesos yun per print. Tapos dun yun sa front desk namin, ngayon libre na lang. Iyak. I've done a lot of printing ng grades dahil yun nga, shifting ako ng mga curriculum and everything. So yun, paprint tayo ng grades. Tsaka yung crediting, yan, kailangan yung grades. So pag nagpapakredit ako, kailangan ko nung grades na tumasa na ako doon. Hindi kasi pwede yung screenshot lang kailangan yung pinrint nung registrar or pinrint nung front desk kasi parang may signature something yun basta may may watermark something. Tapos ayun guys, disclaimer lang ulit, huwag kayong mag-vlog or anything while driving, okay? Disclaimer for everyone. Huwag nyong gagawin yung ginagawa ko, okay? So ayun, laging mag-focus pag nagda-drive. Focus lang sa driving. Ayan. Ganon, ha? Huwag kayong mag-drive habang huwag kayong mag-vlog habang nagda-drive kasi delikado yan. Dapat 100% of your attention ay laging nasa harap and gilid. Yeah. Tingnan mo yung paligid mo and everything. You'll never know. Accident always happen. So yan, disclaimer. So ayun, waiting na lang talaga sa grades na ma-credit. And pag na-credit na yun, I'm good. Makakakuha na akong TOR. Kaya dapat, siguro, by next week naman, kukulitin ko naman yung UST. Pupunta ako dun sa university namin. Para humingi ako ng update for the crediting kasi sabihin ko I need it for my application. ng work. Hindi ako makakuha ng TOR. Tapos hingi rin ako certificate of candidacy. Ano pa ba? Yun, yung mga ganun. Ayun. Siguro kwentuhan lang ulit to. Kwentuhan lang kung anong mga naging ganap. Alam mo yun, may mga time talaga. Pag nag-a-apply ka, nakaka-stress siya at the same time. Kasi, I think I'm doing something wrong. Tapos, the stressful thing, di ko naman minamaliit kasi nag-call center na rin ako. I've experienced being an agent, and I've experienced yung mga tiers within that. Pero, in a very short period of time lang. Parang, basta masyadong short yung ano ko para ma-experience, para masabi ko full experience. Pero yeah, I've experienced it. And the thing is, almost everything na ino-offer ngayon is telemarketer or yan, call center agent. And I don't like it. It's activating my traumas. It's traumatic for me. Alam mo yun, yung it's not good. It's not a good feeling for me and everything. Ayoko na bumalik in that kind of world. Hindi ko sinasabi hindi ko minamaliit yung telemarketers. Hindi ko minamaliit ang mga telemarketers kasi I've been isa na rin ako sa mga naging ganyang agents and everything. I'm just saying na ayoko lang ulit mag call center kasi there is some traumas to me na nangyari. Hindi ko naman siya hindi siya major, pero ayoko lang yung way ng pagpapatakbo nila within that industry. And it's really, alam mo yun, yung siya, turn off in a sense. Yung feeling ko like there's this icky feeling, there's this something like that. So ganong feeling. So ayoko na ulit, never again. Hindi ko minamaliit kasi I've experienced and it's hard, dude. It's a very difficult kind of jobs na may mga tao na hindi kayang magganon kasi talagang iba yung world nila sa world natin. If you're working for parang regular 9 to 5 jobs or 8 to 5 jobs, and it's very very different from the world na you're living at. They're different kind of people. There are different breed of people na yung mga nagko-call center. Not in a bad way. Pero they're very fucking resilient. Kasi it's a very taxing kind of job na ang daming parang basta ang dami niya ang daming ganap and hindi masaya, lalo na kapag under calls ka na. Hindi masaya yung calls. Kaya I'm not fit for that kind of for that job. Kasi it's really it really leaves a very sour taste on my mouth, if you know what I mean in that kind of term. It really do left something sour, something unpleasant right into my mouth that I don't want to return to. Kasi it's hard, dude. It's hard. Di ko nga alam kung paano sila nakakatagal in that kind of job, in that kind of setup. Yeah, they're a very different kind of breed of people na they can take this kind of yung sa regular job may mga times na na mumurahin ka. Hindi ko naman sinasabi sa lahat, pero may mga times na mamumura ka ng mga boss mo or something. Pero not every time. Not every time. Yeah. Not every time mumurahin ka. Sorry guys, kasi nag-merge ako. Not every time mumurahin ka, pero doon madaming beses kang makakarinig ng mura. You will feel the numb of parang being emotional na pag minumura ka. They're different kind of people talaga. So ayun, most of the time makakadinig ka ng mura, most of the time makakarinig ka ng mga panlalait na basta ang sinasabi sa'yo, kaya ganyan lang yung mga na-achieve mo, tandaan mo, call center agent ka lang. May mga ganyang threatening na mangyayari. Kasi may mga threatening pa na give me your ganyan. And it's not, if you're not mentally prepared to hear those kinds of words of pagtatrato sa'yo, call center agent is not for you. BPO company is not for you. Yeah, so I don't want yung ganun na ulit. I've experienced, and it's not for the faint of heart kind of people. It's hard. It's really hard. And yeah, most ng ina-offer is yan, call center agents. So if I'm going to apply for a call center agent, might as well apply for a work from home call center agent instead of applying for an on-site. May mga good things din naman with on-site kasi you have your supports, can support you instantly, and yeah, unlike sa work from home setup, you need to make a request and everything, so it's kinda different way of parang pag-support. Most of the time you need to de-escalate the things you're doing. Sabi ko nga, I've been in a position in which I need to tell my agents, kasi nagkaroon na rin akong posisyon dun sa dati kong call center agent, I'm always telling them to de-escalate this, yan, kung may problem or kung hindi na talaga kaya and they need SOS, yeah, I would gladly help them. But if they can de-escalate it, I'm so proud of them kasi it's very hard to de-escalate those people na hindi kayang maano yung temperaments nila. Kasi meron din mga like, I want to talk, I want to speak to your lawyer, I want to something like that, besh. So ayun, eto guys, sorry, nasa circle ako, so lingon-lingon tayo. Yeah, we need to focus. Yeah, we need to focus. Ayun, sorry. Nasa circle kasi, alam nyo naman, it's a bottleneck paglabas ng QAV, this bottleneck ng circle. So ayun, ayoko na lang talaga ma-experience si call center kasi it's very fucking hard. So yeah, ayun lang so far. Hindi na ako tumuloy dun sa interview ko, kahit ma-red tag ako na no show, not interested, and might be blocked for any interviews for quite some time, siguro 3 months doon sa in-applyan ko na kasi ang in-applyan ko data analyst, and they'd offer a CSR position and I'm not inclined to accept that offer. I'm telling you guys, it's not for the faint of heart. It's a work work is work. But the thing is, it's not really a setup that I want to bargain with. It's hard. It's really hard. I don't want to experience that again. Yun lang sa aking experience and everything. I don't want to experience that kind of treatment. Yeah. Yun lang yung masasabi ko for this one talaga. So ayun, I'm not going to sipot-sipot sa application ko na yun. If it's back office, pwede pa siguro, pero they've only offered me a call center representative or customer service representative or customer service representative, CSR, DSR. But yeah, back office kasi, ang hinahandle ng back office is yung mostly inquiries na nung mismong mga agents, mga tier 2 na yan, mga tier 2, mga level 2 back office. Ang hinahandle nila is yung mga tickets na nare-receive nila from the front office. Sabihin natin, si front office or si agent nagsabi na hello, paki-check nga po yung towers natin to this area if merong problems. And si back office magsasend ng ticket to the yung mga land crews. So magsasend sila ng ticket doon to check kung meron bang issue in the vicinity of some towers. Yan kasi yung sa TSR ha, yung back office ng TSR. Kasi I've talked with people dati doon sa back office ng namin, nung account namin. Pero yun, it's hard pag maging call center agent na CSR and TSR. Okay lang sana kung back office. Meron kasi may ibang type ng back office pa. Yung sinasabi kong back office is yung tier 2 na back office na. Level 2 na yon, in which mga ticketing na lang talaga yan. More on review and lang sila ng mga sinesend na issue dun sa mga CRM ng mga agents. Kasi pag nagta-type ka dun sa parang CRM nila, ita-type mo kung ano yung naging issue. Oh my god. Type mo kung ano naging issue and everything. Tapos yung ilalagay mo rin kasi maglalagay ka rin kasi doon ng tag kung ano yung major problem. Disconnection issue ba siya, or internet issue, mga ganun. Pero most of the time naman kasi sa mga TSR, mga technical support, ang mga nagiging tickets lang talaga niyan is yung mga nila, signal connection, mga internet interruptions. Mostly nandun yung issue for ticketing. Bihira lang magka-ticket for warranty. Kasi yan, sinusolve na yan ng mga supervisors, mga TL, mga SME. Kasi meron silang parang for SME, TL, mga team leads, meron silang different type ng level dun sa account nila kapag nag-open sila ng CRM nila. In which, dun sa mga account nila, pwede silang makapagbigay ng higher compensation if you are experiencing this parang sabihin natin nagkaroon ng major issue and you want to be compensated. Sabihin natin meron kang voucher for $10. Yan yung sa mga agents. Sa amin na, sa mga naman higher above, merong kaya magbigay ng $100, may mga kaya magbigay ng $200. So depende yun sa level and position. Yung sa akin dati, ang kaya kong ma-i-open is parang $150, $200. Kasi basta iba na yung ano, position ko nun. Yun na yun. Doon na lang natin maano yan. Tapos ayun, pag may ano talaga, hindi hindi inaasahan or hindi kayang ma-resolve and talagang voucher yung pinaka makakapagpakalma dun sa ano, binibigyan ko, pero hindi palagi. Like parang nung nag-work ako twice or thrice lang ako nagbigay ng around 100 to 150 na ano, na voucher. Kasi meron din yung kaya kang ano sabihin natin 10 years ka ng customer. Tapos nagkaroon ka ng issue sa ano mo, parang sabihin natin ang laki nung bigla mong naging fee sa ano, sa sabihin natin di mo napansin may roaming ka na palang na ano, parang nag-register as roaming sa ano, deduction, sabihin na ang lalaki kasi noon, laki ng babayaran mo doon pag di ka naka-register sa mga roaming programs and everything. Ang laki ng bill na babayaran mo. So ayan, pwede natin silang bigyan ng voucher para ma-claim yung isang roaming na natin, na parang sabihin natin if they're going sa France or anything, wala namang account, wala namang tower din yung ano mo, yung internet provider mo. So makikigamit sila ngayon ng tower doon. So doon na papasok yung roaming services. Ang ano nun is magbabayad, something like that, for roaming services para makiconnect dun sa tower ng ibang internet provider sa country na yon, something like that. Tapos sabihin natin wala kang roaming services, yung ano mo na yun, kung ano yung parang converted pa something, basta yun, mas malaki yung babayaran mo for that kind of service. Yung ano, kung wala kang roaming services na pinurchase while nandun ka sa home country mo. So as much as possible, purchase a roaming services, kasi yeah, it will save you a lot of sakit ng ulo when going out of the country. So ayun, malaki yung magiging charges sa'yo. So bibigyan namin sila ngayon ng vouchers para ma-claim yung ganitong roaming services, pero hindi namin ibibigay yung full amount na roaming services. Sabihin natin 50% deductions na, kasi madalas around $300 to $400. Yun, tanda ko yung isang roaming services na good for a month or something like that. So offer namin sila ng 50%, 20% discount na vouchers, basta ito yung gamitin yung voucher, and yeah, claim nyo lang. So ayun, ganun yung ginagawa ko. Pero never ako nagbigay ng 100% na vouchers para ma-purchase nila ng buo yung yung mismo roaming services. So yeah, ayun lang. Ayun guys, nandito na ako sa Litex Commonwealth area. So ayun, motovlog kwento tayo, storytelling. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, this is motovlog. Busina. So ayun, so far ayoko lang. May experience ako with call center, but I don't want to experience again yung ganong experience. Kasi it's stressful and it's not for the faint of heart, people. I'm telling you this. Hindi ko naman sinasabing i-avoid nyo, pero if you don't have any other choice na work na you want to apply, na merong competitive salary na can give you something, I think ganun. Siguro, papatusin ko yung 14,000. Yung sa Cubao. Yung IT staff. Kasi, gusto ko munang pumasok sa mismong industry ko. And, I don't want to, ayoko lang talaga pero yun, papatusin ko, sobrang tinding pagtitipid ang gagawin natin. No gastos, as much as possible, lesser gastos tayo. So ayun, kunin ko lang yung TOR ko and everything. Babalik ako doon as an IT staff. And yeah, magme-message ako doon sa parang recruitment hub kasi yun eh. Pero yun, I'll try to improve on that. Something like that. Ano pa ba? Ano pa ba ang natin? Wala naman ako iba pang maisip. Pero, yeah. I think, hintayin ko lang talaga muna ma-credit yung mga subjects ko. Sorry. Excuse me, guys. Ma-process yung TOR ko. Pagka na-process na yung TOR ko, yeah, I'll apply for a position. I don't want call center agent. Sorry, hindi ko minamaliit, hindi ko minamata. I just don't want to experience kung ano yung na-experience ko dati. Saludo ako sa mga natin, bayaning puyat. Hindi ko lang talaga kaya. I'm not that strong, and I'm not that, parang alam mo yun, hindi ko tayo kaya. Every time na I'm thinking about it, every time na viewing it, something like that, natitrigger yung trauma ko, natitrigger yung isip ko, nagkakaroon ako ng basta there's something, nagpapanik ako and everything. I can't. It's affecting me as a person and as a whole. So yeah, it's making me feel weird, and I don't want that feeling. I don't want that feeling no more. It really is something na ang hirap. Like, as in panic attack, trauma response yung nangyayari sa akin. And it's not fun. It's not I can't. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. So ayun, gusto ko lang talaga oh shit, I minimized the damage, but I did not compensate for the whole package of damage. So yun, it's just a trauma response for me. I don't I wanna cry when I'm thinking like that. It's making me cry just thinking about it. So yun lang guys, ang hirap. Ano pa ba? Wala na akong maisip in a way na work. Gusto ko talaga kasi mag data analyst. Promise guys. I want to experience being, oh my god, I want to experience being a data analyst, and I've enjoyed looking and doing that part for me. So yun lang talaga. If not And data analytics, I'm open for IT related tasks. But anything else, clerical, admin, I can. Pero I'm sure I'm not gonna stay for long sa mga ganong position. I don't want that kind of work. Okay lang naman, pero different pa rin talaga kapag ang ina-handle mo is yung tinapos mo. Ibang-iba pa rin talaga kung yun yung ipapractice mo. Diba? So, as much as possible, I'm going to pursue it as my work talaga, and not just accept any offers. Kasi eto lang hindi ko naman sinasabi na i-decline nyo lahat ng offer sa inyo, but know what your worth is and know when to compromise. If you can't compromise, sabihin natin may napasukan ka, it's the job you really want to enter, pero yung offer sa inyo is mababa. The thing is, you must compromise things na, ask if there will be parang incremental or increase every year, or mga promotional benefits, or mga gaano kabilis ang promotion, gaano kabilis ang pag-up ng mga position. So, yan, yung mga major tasks nyo for looking a job. Kasi, meron kasing matataas ang sahod, pero hindi yun yung gusto mong trabaho. For example, call center agent. Mataas sahod, pero it's not what you want to do as your main job. Oh my God. Naglubak. So, ayun. Sorry guys. Ang lubak nung daan. Lubak ng daan guys, and I think nawala na yung cover ng motor ko. It's a sad day, but you can't always be lucky at all times. If something fell, you just need to accept it. It felt. So that's life. Tapos ano pa ba? Ayun, compromise and see kung ano yung magiging benefits in the long run. If it's a good benefit in the long run, go accept it even though it's low in salaries. I guess magkakaroon ka naman ng increase in the near future, but most of the time you just need to compromise on things. Kasi hindi, sabi ko nga sa inyo, not everything is rainbow, and not every time is rainbow sa mga buhay natin ngayon. You just need to accept some things and compromise on things. Minsan masakit lunukin yung mga ganyang bagay, but if you want to further your experience, it's a starting for you. And yun lang talaga pinaka main secret natin dyan. Ano pa ba ang ating basta always think of the pros and cons. See what are the benefits na they can offer, and at the same time tingnan mo rin kung ano yung mga makukuha talagang yung benefits mo sa on your side. Experience, mababasahod. Pero in the long run, if you're going to apply for different positions, different job, or different company, you can say you have this experience na already. Diba? So, baka yun, patusin ko talaga yung IT na 14,000 lang. Pero nasa IT industry, which is gusto ko it's a starter. We just need to lakasan na lang talaga yung loob and hope for the best. So, yun. So far, ganun lang tayo. Oh my god, it's not Slay. Naharangan nila ang daan. Hindi ko alam, lagi sila nakaharang dito. Naharangan nila yung buong kalye. Pero yun, yeah, hindi ito short. Hindi short to. Dadaan tayo sa may main road na Pabulacan. Sa may Amparo. Traffic siguro doon, not sure. Pero yan, nakamotor naman ako. Hindi naman ako nakakotse. Ang laki kasi nung ginagastos ko na gas dun sa kalikod eh. And for now, I need to tipid-tipid. Ang hirap ng ang hirap magpagas. The only pera that I have right now is 500 pesos in my wallet. And yeah, pang load for 1 week na 100 pesos sa GCash for me to survive. So ayun, I need to I need to pay for my mga bills. I have bills upcoming this week. So yeah, nalaglag yung cover ng motor ko. It's not Slay. Pangalawang beses na ako nalaglagan. Yung una, ang mahal nung nalaglag sa akin, top box. Diba? Nalaglag yung top box ko. Tapos yung top box ko, buti na lang, wala din yung mga papeles ko. Sorry. Andun siya sa bag ko, yung mga papers ko. Tapos, yung ko pa, meron ako noon bagong biling damit. So okay lang naman. It's a good 100, parang 300 pesos worth ng damit sa ukay na binili ko. Pero still, nalaglag siya. Tapos yung top box ko around 1.8. Then, it's just the basic top box. 1.8 siya. Tapos nalaglag. Can't argue with that. That's life, as they can say. So, ayun. Currently, ako ay nasa, yung Fatima Salagro. Yun. Nandun ako ngayon. And, yeah. Malapit na ako sa amin. Mga around 30 minutes na lang. Ano pa ba ang ating Kaya kung sabi ko nga, to process my documents, yung police clearance, barangay clearance, kung kailangan man yun, tsaka NBI. O, yung NBI kahit kahit doon naman sa sa QC. Kaso, ang haba kasi ng pila sa QC. Kaya dito na lang ako magbabayad and magpa-process punta lang ako maaga, submit lang akong documents and everything. So yeah, that's it. So basta wag lang malaglag yung helmet ko. Helmet ko ang naalala ko kasi yung helmet na yan is helmet ng girlfriend ko, and wala pa akong pambili ng panibagong helmet, lalo na wala pa akong work. Pero yeah, I think kung 14,000 basta on time ang sahod, I'm good, walang delay and everything, I can manage. Talagang set my expectation lang with what I'm going to do. And siguro kapag nag-work ako doon, I'm not going to bring my motorcycle kung hindi offer ang company parking. And if it's going to be a first come first serve basis na parking lot, na paunahan kayo sa parking, it's your fault if late kang dumating. So yeah. Then yun lang siguro. It's still an IT job. I'll gladly accept it kasi nandun pa rin siya sa industry ko. In a sense, I will learn more things with IT stuff than sa industry na yan. So yeah. Then ano pa ba? Siguro yun talaga. Yun muna ang objective ko. Makuha ko yung TOR ko, mga requirements ko, barangay clearance, police clearance. Meron na ako PhilHealth, may number na ako sa PhilHealth, number na ako sa team ko, may number na rin ako sa SSS. So yeah. Tapos ano pa ba kailangan kong wala namang other shenanigans na. So far ganun lang. Yun lang sa akin. So if you have any suggestions, comments, or anything you want to say, again, lagay nyo lang yan sa comment section natin dyan sa baba. Pwede nating mapagkwentuhan ang mga bagay-bagay. Lagay nyo lang dyan. Share na rin kayo, like, and yan, sabi ko nga, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I-ano nyo lang, ilagay nyo dyan kung ano yung mga number 1 na don'ts or mga ayaw nyo sa mga trabahong ina-applyan nyo. Diba? Diba? May nakuha tayo doon. Ano yung mga red flags para sa inyo pag nag-a-apply kayo sa work? So yan, lagay nyo dyan sa ating comment sections yung kung ano ang red flag nyo pag nag-a-apply kayo sa trabahong ina-applyan nyo. So ayun, again, this is Call Wings, nagsasabing good morning to everyone and happy Monday. And I hope everyone is enjoying their breakfast or already at their work and doing the things that they need to do. Sinasabi ko lang, panoorin nyo ako or pakinggan nyo lang ako habang nagtatrabaho or habang kumakain. And yeah, lagay nyo dyan sa ating comment section kung ano ang mga red flags nyo sa work pag naghahanap kayo ng trabaho. Ito yung mga, if you see this red flag, run kind of scenario. So again, this is Carl Wings again with you. So, ayun. Signing off muna ako. See you again next time, guys. See you. Bye. Bye-bye. I hope everyone nag-enjoy sa ating kwentuhan. Oh my God, 45 minutes. Ayun, guys. Wala pa tayong wala pa tayong kakayahan maglagay ng mga intros and outros. Hindi ko pa alam kung paano gawin yon. Yun yung sunod kong gagawin. So, yeah. I think I going to improve para din sa mga vlogging natin. Lagay tayong intro, 'di ba? So ayun, yun lang guys. Again, sa susunod na lang ulit na vlog. Bye. Callings out.